Greetings, fam. It's another day, another moment to celebrate life and to realize new things which we didn't know. I hope you are doing very fine wherever you are, and thank you so much for coming to watch this video, for coming to listen to us talk about Africa. And today we are going to talk about Senegal in Mali and a platform against the French military presence established in Senegal. Yeah, Senegal in Mali and a platform against the French military presence established in Senegal. So there's this platform which is calling itself the Front for the Withdrawal of French military bases, which brings together several Senegalese civil society organizations and which held an institutional press conference in Bamako on August 16th. That was last week. And this is what they said in a statement. The foreign military bases present on our territory since colonization are one of the most obvious expressions of Western neocolonialism in our states and undermine our sovereignty. The platform pursues the objective of removing the French bases and demands that the authorities take responsibility in this sense for an effective break. You see, the Senegalese citizens, the young people, these guys are very young and they are very concerned because if you remember during elections, the party that is the PASTEF, Jomai and Osman Sonko's party, one thing that Sonko used to keep on saying was, we are going to ensure that the military bases, French military bases, are out of Senegal. But after Basir Diomaye Faye was elected, they said it was out of question. So no, there was no one was going to ask about it. And these are young people who, after we saw what the embassy of Ukraine in Senegal did, they were supporting terrorism in Mali. And these are the same guys who pushed the government to, disown it and call the ambassador of Ukraine to Senegal and warn them. And even Sonko went to Mali and he told them that, he told Mali that Senegal will in no way be involved in, supporting or will not be used to destabilize a brotherly nation like Mali, which was good. But now we are seeing Senegal civil societies going into Bamako, Mali, and establishing the front of the withdrawal of French military bases. Do you know what else they decided to do? They said, before we go to that extent, we are going to start by pushing our government to remove the embassy of Ukraine or chase away the ambassador of Ukraine to Senegal. And the platform planned to protest in front of the Ukrainian diplomatic mission in Senegal on August 19, that was yesterday, to demand the immediate expulsion of the ambassador. This demand follows Ukraine's declaration of support for terrorist groups operating in neighboring Mali. And, yesterday they went there and they did what they were supposed to do. And these activists were arrested for denouncing Ukrainian support for terrorists in Mali and demanding the departure of the Ukrainian ambassador. And dozens of Senegalese, including a very young man, Abdou Karim Gueye, were arrested yesterday by law enforcement while peacefully protesting in front of the Ukrainian embassy. You know what their crime was? It was having filed a letter of protest demanding the expulsion of the ambassador in response to Ukraine's support for terrorist groups operating in Mali. So 12 activists who came to demand the departure of the Ukrainian ambassador from Senegal were arrested in front of the Senegal embassy of Ukraine. The events took place yesterday, that is 19th of August in Dakar, and the activists denounced the arbitrary arrest. They said, our authorities must understand that it is unacceptable to allow on our territory a diplomacy that supports international terrorism. especially against our brothers in Mali. Remember when we talked about the first time we talked about this video, we were saying that if this government is very straight, if it were us, we would have, ejected these people from our territories, because this comes, calling him to give them a warning is like tomorrow you can do it again and we'll still give you a warning. But this time the activists are like, we are watching you, Jomaifai and Sonko, we are watching you and we want you to tell these people to go back to their home. According to videos provided by the activists, they were holding a Malian flag and chanting, "Long live Mali! Long live Mali!" in front of the Ukrainian diplomatic mission premises, addressing someone from the embassy. They began to chant, "You are terrorists! You are terrorists!" And these 12 members of the front for the withdrawal of the French military bases were taken to the Wakam Gendarmerie. They were all released after a few hours in custody the same day, that was yesterday. The Front for the Withdrawal of French military bases brings together several civil organizations from the Senegalese civil societies. So, guys, you see, we are in a whole different period in which people don't just sleep. And if you listen to the Senegalese people, they are definitely supporting the AES. And if given a chance, they would just go and join the AES. But their president is like, no, let's stay with ECOWAS. We don't want to join AES. But the people want their government to join the AES. These activists, these young people are an extension of what people want. And you see, they are saying you should chase away the ambassador. It's what the people want. But I don't know what happens with these governments, guys. So thank you for your continued support. If you'd like to support us, we have a buy me a coffee link in the descriptions, and we have super chats and super thanks. We see you in the next video. Bye bye.